I want to talk about becoming a big deal in your niche because I'm always encouraging women to play a bigger game, step up, really show up, but just as much as I challenge myself to. Um, Even saying being a big deal in your niche, it's not something that I think anyone with any humility would feel comfortable with at
Right.
any time. But I'm going to ask you, as someone who is a big deal in your niche, what needed to change about your thinking or purpose or inner chatter for you to start to really step into being your powerful you?
So it's such a great question. And I'm going to use my examples as hopefully teaching points. So anyone who hasn't been able to step in and really believe they are a big deal, that hopefully you can use these different action items. Because number one is I had to do a lot of work on myself. I hired a life coach.
Great.
I got really honest about my emotional eating. I don't think you have to lose weight in order to step into being a big deal. I did have to let go of numbing every emotion I had with food. I had to feel the emotions. With that came the weight loss. It was like a byproduct of that. So I had to get real with my emotions. I had to get real with myself and work on myself and my thoughts and my feelings. Hiring a life coach changed a lot of that for me. And in addition, I had to work on liking myself. I could tell you 2 years ago, if I looked in the mirror, I couldn't find one thing that I liked about my personality or about how I looked in general. And
Mm.
so I had to say, okay, this is not going to work, because if I want to be a leader in my industry, if I want to be a leader for my team, and I want to show up like a badass woman that I am, I have to like myself. I don't have to like everything about myself, but I've got to like myself. And I always thought that was so cliche. It
Mm.
actually is true. You have to like yourself. And so with that, when I started to like myself more and respect like the decisions I was making and the knowledge that I have and the skill set and the fact that I put out great products and I believe in those products, with
Mm.
that came confidence. And with that, I stopped apologizing for being a big deal. Like, oh, it's not a big deal. I just got lucky, or yeah, I have a great team behind me. No, I do have a great team, but I also create a great product that comes from my mind. And
Mm.
so I had to own it. And we have this motto on my team to own your stuff. Sometimes we replace stuff with the other S word, but own your stuff. Because if
Love
you own
it.
it, you've got it. It's yours, and you will show up as though you were proud of that. And so I had to start owning it. And I don't
Mm.
every day. It's not, definitely not perfect, but holy cow, I'm a whole different person than I was even just 1 year ago. It could change like that if you do the work.